Since the 50-acre waterfront Copper Beech farm in Greenwich, Connecticut came to market last June, it has been visited by a number of foreign investors, including some Chinese. David Ogilvy, listing agent of this most expensive home in the U.S., tells us why this $130 million property could be a good investment for foreign buyers. So, David, thank you very much for giving us this introduction of this property, which is the Copper Beech farm, and it is dubbed the most expensive property in America.
This is a marvelous property. It's unique in the fact that it is the closest waterfront point to New York City, and it has 50 acres on it, and it's really, no one else has that. There used to be 3 of these in Greenwich long ago, and we're the closest town to New York City, but in Connecticut. And the 3 that were there have been, one is now a public beach for our town, and another one's completely subdivided. So this is the one and only 50-acre waterfront estate. And very few people know that it exists because it was lived in from 1904 until the 1980s by one family. It never came on the market. And then the next family lived here for 35 years. Very quietly, and so people have no idea that this particular house and this particular incredible property even exists. Now the current owner, who is a businessman in New York, uses this as a weekend house and a summer house. They're here a good deal. It's such a beautiful place, it's hard not to come here. And you have this amazing view out across Long Island Sound, across to Long Island, which is 8 miles away, and there are boats going by in the summer, and it's absolutely spectacular. And then inside is beautiful, beautiful woodwork, and incredible hardwoods, very special wood, special floors, and a lot of marble. And it's just very much like the famous Newport, Rhode Island mansions of Greenwich, of the United States. Only this one happens to be in Greenwich, and you're only 26 miles from New York City.
This property also is marketed through Christie to sort of target at international buyers. Have any of these kind of international buyers, including Asian, Chinese, visited this property?
We definitely have had Asians, Chinese and Japanese and others who've come to look at the property, and they're looking at it as something that it's a very special thing. Somebody could subdivide the property if they wanted to into 12 or 13 lots, or keep it the way it is, which is actually currently in 2 big lots, but a lot of the people who come to look at it are people who want to have it as one big property.
Do we see a potential Chinese buyer?
I'm sure we have a potential Chinese buyer who has, we've actually shown it to several Chinese people who would look to be very interested in it.
And when you showed these international Chinese buyers for potential buyers to tour the house, what are the things they were looking for?
Well, this house has spectacular gardens. The man who runs the gardens here used to work at the Botanical Garden in New York, and he's brilliant at doing these. And there are flowers that are growing on this property that don't even exist this far north because this is where it does freeze in winter. And then we take them through the house and show them around, and they're fascinated by the scale and the quality of this house.
So the current price of the property is $130 million.
And that's something that includes everything they have here. And whether you decide to subdivide it and turn it into a number of lots, or whether you decide to keep it as one big property the way the current owner does, that's completely up to the buyer.
Would it be something practical for foreign investors, you think?
It could be for foreign investors, but typically a foreign investor would want to subdivide it, and that's something that can be done. It takes a bit of time to do that, but we've checked that out, and it's an easy thing to do. What I'm struck with so many people who buy major houses is that very often they will come to a property and they'll be there for a half an hour, and they'll say, fine, I'd like to buy that, and this is my bid. And they're very decisive people. You know, they're not afraid to make decisions. They see what they want, they have an idea that that's where they want to be, and then off they go.
So the process for foreign bidders or buyers, would that be extra process?
It's the same. It's the same. People are allowed to buy properties in the United States, and we encourage investment in the United States, and there's a great deal of Chinese investment in the United States, so that's something that we're very happy about.